because I already pressed the button. It was
Oh
late.
man.
You know what I'm saying? Let me go to Instagram and go ahead and click the live button. Ooh, ooh, ooh. We live. We live. We live. We alive. No.
Hey, there we
Hey,
are.
there we go. I like that song though. We live.
Yeah.
We
We
live.
live. We live.
Hey, that's what's
Yeah.
up, man. Hey, bringing us in with a song, man. I
Yeah.
like that. Let's get that
You know what I'm
place.
saying? You
All the
can't,
streamers.
you know what's crazy? You can't
What's
go
up?
dead, right?
You can't.
Hey, like,
Wait a minute. It took me a minute to process.
I was like, what?
can't go dead.
You can
gotta
only go live. You can't go dead. Okay, I got you.
Because
I
once
got
you
you,
go
Corey.
dead, ain't no coming back.
Ain't no coming back. You know what I'm
Damn
saying?
it, boy.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
And
funny.
just imagine if it said go live. You know what I'm saying? If I go live, well, why I'm on this platform if I'm trying to go live?
That's
I'm gonna
funny.
go live.
What
That's
a
funny.
funny opening. Hey, listen, if you've tuned in, you have tuned into the right channel. Welcome to Technically Speaking, where we are giving new news
That you can use. What's
that you
popping?
can use.
Ooh, that was loud. My bad.
Welcome to the
Ooh.
show. Today is Monday, 20 July, 2026. So
Yep,
you're
yep.
listening to Technically Speaking. If you are here, welcome. Make sure that you comment, like, subscribe, share the podcast with your friends, your family. Tell
Click the
everybody.
button.
Yeah.
Yes.
Even tell somebody you
this is
don't
where
like,
you
so
wanna
when y'all
be.
do get together, you can talk to them and say, you know what, I don't like you, but I like this conversation that y'all having on the show.
Hey. And coming to the stage.
There he is.
There we go. It's the OG Millennial, Mr.
OG
Donald.
Millennial.
He's so cold, he froze, baby.
So cold he froze.
So
There you go.
froze.
What up, brother?
There we go.
There we go. There we go. So we got a few things to talk about, man. But we gonna start off, man. We're gonna do a live reaction to this Doomsday trailer that just came out today. Some other people, had the privilege to see it sooner because they got the leaks and everything. But us regular schmegular people,
us people who abide by the law.
But we're gonna open with that, man. We gonna do a countdown to Doomsday, man. But let's get right into it, man. We about to do a live reaction to this because, man, I'm excited. I am excited. Let's go.
Okay. Oh. All right. We know what that is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This would trip me out.
Yeah. What is that, Corey? What is that?
That is what they call an incursion. For those who don't know, it's when two worlds collide. And we're not talking about mashup. We're talking about collision. Notice that you see the Nova Corps button that he has on his thing, on his chest. Nova Corps.
I've fought with many warriors in my time.
Okay, we got the teams. We got the old Avengers.
New Avengers.
Together.
Fantastic Four.
The Fantastic Four.
Odin's son.
We got the Wakanda. Mbaku.
And threats.
You know what I'm saying? And we also got Namor.
Far less than this one.
It's Dr. Doom.
Yeah, man.
Cyclops. Woo. Yo,
Gambit and
Shang-Chi, man.
Come on now. Let's go. Let's go. We got the OG Loki.
If we do not stand together.
There they go.
Put aside your petty squabbles.
All right.
That's dope. That's dope.
We got the X-Men.
The
X-Men women. Magneto.
Dang, the Magneto. Oh my God.
He old.
Oh, Ant-Man and the daughter.
They holding on to Ant-Man, ain't they?
Yeah. Man, you know, Hank Pym is, you know what I'm saying, OG, and then you had, you know what I'm saying, the Ant-Man. So look, notice, remember he did not aim for the head again. And them two fingers.
Always aim for the head, man.
A miracle.
All right, this is the key.
This is it right here.
Hey, pal.
This is it.
It's not possible.
Oh! That's it right there, baby. Come on, y'all can't tell me.
Yo,
if you are a Marvel fan, that game killed. And if you watched it when it first came up, it gave you those signs you gotta go beat.
Yeah, man.
Came out at 6 a.m. this morning. God.
Dude, I thought Captain America was Wolverine for a minute, man.
Oh yeah,
Not looking like Logan.
Yeah,
He kind of did.
he kind of did. Man,
yeah, man.
I'm excited for that, man.
I'm
There was
super
some things, some details you were talking about earlier, man. That I was like, yo, make sure you say that again about the movie.
Man.
Some of the things that you caught, man.
Okay, so we know that the Nova Corps button is on the Doomsday, Dr. Doom's breastplate, right? So based off of what all the, you know what I'm saying, the tech channels the movie reviewers, they're talking about how Dr. Doom defeated all these heroes and he wore them as a badge of honor on his chest plate. So we saw the Nova Corps, even at and like some hacks shows that he had Veermore, which is the axe on his chest, or was that Stormbreaker? The other one. Anyway, notice that we got Cap at the end of the commercial. I mean, end of the damn teaser. I mean, not teaser, but the trailer. And then you had several teams, right? And I don't think that's all the teams there. We had the X-Men team, we had the Fantastic Four, we had the old Avengers, we got the new Avengers, right? You know what I'm saying? We had the Wakandas, we had the we had
I did not see
Namor.
Spider-Man. Where was Spider-Man at?
Boom, there we
Spider-Man,
go. So
where was the Hulk?
that's exactly what me and
we were just
Geronimo was talking about. So we noticed we didn't see Doctor Strange, we didn't see the Hulk, we didn't see Spider-Man, and these are all part of the Avengers. They all were a part of the Avengers Infinity War, Avengers Endgame, right?
Yeah.
And
they're all in the new Spider-Man movie coming out.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I don't think Doctor Strange is.
No.
What because of the fact that you realize there's a lot of new Avengers that are coming. You know what I'm saying? You think about
like the new Black Widow. It's rumored she's gonna have a cameo in the Spider-Man movie. That kind of be a bridge.
The sister, or is there a brand new one?
She is the new Black Widow. Yeah,
Yolena or something like that.
Yeah. She's going. That's the rumor. Like that's the rumor.
We didn't see Hawkeye either. Why we didn't see Hawkeye in this? But we know Hawkeye has the young girl. You know what I'm saying? Kate Bishop. That's the new Hawkeye.
Oh yeah.
We didn't see what's her name from Ironheart. We didn't see Ironheart.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
we didn't see Miss Marvel, the young girl.
I like Ironheart too.
All of them are gonna have a play in this because this is the biggest Avenger movie ever, to the point.
Well, keep in mind too, for those we don't see in Doomsday, we might see in Secret War. Because you know that's just part one. Yeah, Secret War is probably gonna have everyone that he just named off that we don't see in Doomsday. So
because those are the ones who gotta avenge the Avengers that they said that all died. I promise you. Honestly, me personally, I think
the Revengers.
The Revengers.
The Revengers.
Thor called it
the Revengers.
Wait a minute, hold on.
That's Thor with the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Right.
Exactly. That's exactly what he said on that movie. He was like, we can't be called the Revengers. He's like,
we'll call it the Revenge. That but I'm excited for that movie to come out, man. Yeah, man. That is dude, Gambit, man. Oh yeah. Man, we've been waiting for this Gambit to do his thing in the movies for like 30 years already, man.
Well, he did a little something inside Deadpool, so we got to see Gambit.
He did, but get to see him again and him fight against Shang-Chi.
That's Mr. Magic Mike.
Out of all things, that's what you remember,
right?
Huh?
That's what I'm thinking.
Hey, that requires a no Diddy, sir.
Yes, it does. No.
Oh no, I'm asking questions. I'm judging.
Ooh. No judge.
I'm excited though. But the fact you get to see all those different teams, man, like that's pretty cool to see. The main thing, you get to see the X-Men with the Avengers, and it's just and the Revengers and everything. It's just like
it's like comic books just finally got it somewhat right. You know what I'm saying?
The movies got it right with the comic books. There you go.
That part.
There you go.
Maybe we've done this before, but who is y'all's favorite Avenger?
Oh yeah, we did that before.
My favorite?
I think
Go ahead. You start first. Who's your favorite Avenger, Bobby?
Oh no, I'm gonna go last.
What?
Okay.
All right, Donald. Who's your favorite Avenger?
Deadpool. Deadpool, man.
Really? I
He
didn't see
earned his
that coming.
rankings in Deadpool 3, right? He's I think he's in there, right? It's official. He's an Avenger now.
Yeah, right. I guess
It's
so, right?
official.
And he's been in the comic books too. So yeah, that counts. I'll accept that answer. What you got, Corey?
Man, the way what I just saw, man, I don't know, bro. I'm thinking always and forever will be T'Challa, Black Panther.
Okay,
But he's not alive.
Okay. He's there.
So since he's not alive, I'm gonna go with the guy who we thought was gone, but he is back, and he just grabbed the damn hammer. Captain America, original Steve Wilson. No, not Steve. Steve Rogers. Steve Rogers.
It's Sam Wilson.
Yeah,
Sam Wilson is you mixed them together.
Steve Rogers, Sam Wilson.
Steve Rogers. You know what, man? I've grown to be fond of Thor. Like I was never into that. Like when I was growing up reading comics, I was never into the Thor comics, none of that. But this whole franchise has made me a fan of Thor, man, because I kind of relate to that dude. He done been through a lot, dog, and he's still pushing. Like if you watch all the movies, he's like lost more than everybody.
Yes,
like in one
and
movie,
he's got a crazy psychopathic brother.
Yeah.
Well,
But then he lost that brother.
Not anymore. Loki came to his senses.
Loki came.
Well, no, that's a different Loki. That's
what I thought.
That's a different Loki. He lost his Loki. So there's a lot going on because we saw Loki in a movie, right? That's not his Loki.
You know how funny he lost his Loki.
He's lost.
Loki, dude, Loki, he lost his Loki.
Hey, damn it, you.
Dude, I like Thor. Like I've always liked Thor since he came out in the Marvel because of his comedy. But in his latest one where he saves the girl, right? Love and Thunder, right?
Love and Thunder, yeah.
You know, the role of the male in the life of a child was displayed heavily in that movie. And that's something I haven't seen in movies in a long time, like a strong male role model. Both Christian Bale and the dude who plays Thor did a great job in stepping up for the daughter. And you know, and so where's the daughter? Is the little star child gonna be there with Thor also? So it's like, you know, I didn't see her.
That's his real daughter too in real life.
Wait, for real? Was it?
Yeah, that's his
real daughter. Really?
Oh, damn! I think I may have heard that.
Yeah,
wow.
you can Google it.
No wonder it was so touchy, man. It was real.
Dude, I'm looking at that cast. I'm thinking, what's the budget on that?
What's the budget?
Yeah, what's that budget?
It ain't gonna be cheap, man. Their merch sales better be good.
Yeah, they've been saving for the last 3 years to pay their salary.
No, for real. Cause think about it. Like we only got one Marvel movie last year. I mean, no, we got 3 Marvel movies last year, but the year before we only got 1,
which was Deadpool. Right, and then after that we got Fantastic Four, Avengers, and Captain America. That's right.
And this year we only getting 1.
It's only Doomsday. No, the Spider-Man count?
Spider-Man movie.
Spider-Man is a Sony though. That's Sony.
That's Sony.
Oh, dang it! That's right. That's right.
And they saved it to the end of the year. They were like, "We gonna grab all your budget."
That's where they get you
in your budget.
It's like it is, but it ain't. But it is, but it ain't.
That's Marvel adjacent.
Marvel adjacent. There you go. I like that. Well, I'm excited. I'm man. Yeah, they said you know what? I was watching Emergency.
Mine ain't there, but mine hands down is always gonna be Iron Man. Love me some Tony Stark, man.
You may see Iron Man in this movie.
I've heard.
You know who may play him? Tom Cruise.
You know what I was thinking, Tom Cruise.
Oh, I did hear that too.
Because they could use him from a different universe.
Yes.
Yeah. With all the universes collide and stuff like that. Oh yeah.
And then, dude, just imagine he flies in, lands while everybody's getting their butt beat, and then all of a sudden he turned around. He's like, "Hey team, y'all ready?" And then the face come off. And it's Tom Cruise.
People will be like,
I know. I'm about to say the same thing. That's when the theater gets lit.
You know what I noticed?
Popcorn everywhere.
It might have just been CGI, but if you look at the new Fantastic Four movie that came out, and the guy who plays the Flame guy, and you look at the one spot in the I think it was the Avengers where Tony Stark, he goes, it's a vision of him being younger again, right? And it's like the AI video of him as a youngster. Did you notice the comparison between those two? They look almost exactly like the same person. I noticed that when I was watching the new Fantastic Four, that the kid who plays the Flame guy looks exactly like Tony Stark when he was younger in that
Oh,
AI
and you
video.
talking about in the one Iron Man movie when they did the flashback? Or
Yeah,
no,
right?
that wasn't even Iron Man. That was
It was one of the Avenger ones, I think, when they were going
it
back in
was
time.
Civil War.
Yeah.
It was Civil
It might have
War.
been Civil War. Yep.
It was Civil War when it did that thing when you saw him talking to his dad when he was younger.
Yeah,
Yeah, they look
Yeah.
exactly the same, man. Exactly the same. It's
I didn't
crazy.
see that. Oh, I can see it a little bit. Now I'm kind of
We
visualizing.
got
I can see
a
that.
comment from Stephen Provost. Says, "What you guys building?"
Man, we building this show, man. That's why we need you to pick up a brick and like, comment, and subscribe.
There you go.
Come
We've
on,
been just
Steven.
building good conversations, man, and community.
Yeah.
That's what we build. Just have a good conversation. You know, we talking about not Spider-Man. We a little bit of Spider-Man, but mostly it was Doomsday. The
Doomsday
Avengers
trailer that
Doomsday.
just
We
came out.
excited about that.
Mhm.
But we about to switch it up, man, and start building some awareness. That's what we're gonna build is awareness about this affordable housing bill that passed a couple of weeks ago. Well, who wants to start us off on that? Well, what we got to talk about with this housing bill?
I would love for Bobby to talk about it.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, so right now, bipartisan bill was passed in the House and stuff, and so if it goes through Congress and it gets approved, it doesn't necessarily need to go to the president's desk for full-on approval. So Congress actually did their job and actually pushed something out that the American people can all benefit from. And it's the 21st Century Road to Housing Act. And it's, it pretty much stands for renewing opportunity in the American dream and everything. So, like the goal is just simple. It's to make house building easier, more affordable. The law is going to reduce some of the streamlines and the federal rules, which encourages like faster permitting and development. Because as we know, a lot of holdup at times is people having to get permits depending on where you purchase and like I guess what state, because sometimes some of those state laws too, and even your county laws will will trump some of these other state laws. I guess just depends on where you're at.
Did you just say Trump?
I did, but I mean it just happens to be his name, but it's obviously a legitimate word. Anyways,
no, I'm just messing with you.
Okay, I was gonna say, yeah, we're just gonna keep it pushing. All right. So listen, it's gonna promote a wider variety of housing types, including mixed-use developments and other housing models, so that communities can improve their surroundings, and it expands the affordable housing program. And so it's going to include like support for affordable housing and construction, preservation. One of the biggest things it's going to be doing is going to limit institutional investors. That's where we have corporations coming and purchasing single family homes, and almost said like a-holes, because that's exactly what that is. Those are a-hole moves. Because you know what that does? That reduces opportunities for individuals to purchase homes.
Yeah.
When you have corporate investors coming and purchasing property.
Not only that, it also is one of the reasons why rent prices are so high, because when all your big corporations own it, there's not that much competition for them to have to be able to have competitive rent prices. So there's that too.
Yeah.
And you definitely don't want to do that. But also too, it's going to limit some of the or reduce some of the construction barriers.
That's
so
the one right
it's supposed
there.
to be lowering construction costs, modernizing some of the regulations, and encourages other communities to kind of build more housing. So what the law doesn't do, it doesn't cap or freeze rent. It doesn't guarantee lower home prices immediately. Immediately are the key words there, because with these bills being passed, there's not going to be an overnight improvement. Right. And so they're going to also do broader tenant protections or rent control. It doesn't protect tenants. So if you rent someplace, there's no rent control. But I'll tell you who does benefit from this. So it's going to be a first-time home buyers. If there is an increased housing supply, eventually that'll ease the prices, which is something to know. If you have more people that are looking for homes than there are homes, people will end up raising prices because they know that somebody will pay that.
Supply and demand.
And that's crappy, right? That all goes back to supply and demand.
Yeah.
So
monopoly.
Yeah, it can benefit renters too if some of the apartments are being built in more high demand areas. Home builders and developers, some of the federal barriers are reduced on communities with housing shortages through expanded housing development tools. And so it can lower the housing cost, but again, that's not going to happen quickly. And most of the housing economists are saying that they agree that increasing the supply is an important step, but housing prices are also affected by mortgage interest rates, local zoning rules, labor shortages, construction costs, and then the demand in each region. Which, speaking of house buying, do you know who controls the federal interest rates?
Who controls the federal? Isn't it the Federal Reserve, right?
Right. But,
yeah, I was like, was that a trick question?
It is because most people think that, oh, well, the Federal Reserve does it, so this and that, the government, like talking about the United States government, controls it, and it does not. It does not control it. It is an outside number of individuals pretty much own most of the money in the world, right? Your private national, like your Federal Reserve banks and stuff.
That's crazy.
Right? So, supply and demand, right?
Yeah.
So because of those
say
factors.
that again, because I was listening, but I'm like, wait a minute. Repeat that. So it's the Federal Reserve that controls the interest rate, but
it is a Federal Reserve that controls the interest rate, but a lot of people get confused because they hear the word federal, and it's very misleading. The federal government in the United States does not control that.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I missed that part. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, no. It's like it's one of those special. It's like Doge, right? It's like a special government entity, right? Kind of, sort of.
I would like to say it's a conglomerate of individuals.
You twerking, brother. You twerking.
Right. But
so let me ask this. question.
Yeah, we got some housing reform coming through, and it already went through, and it was passed into law on July 10th. So this is nice. This is already happening. But again, if you're expecting to benefit from this immediately, I'd ask you to kindly pump the brakes, because that's not going to happen. Give it a little bit of time. If you are a first-time home buyer, I would encourage you at this time to continue working on making sure that you have your down payment ready, so that when the time comes and there's a surplus of homes, you're ready.
I did that out loud.
That paper.
Ain't no surplus of homes.
That
ain't gonna be no surplus of homes. You know what's happening to that land that's being emptied? People are, man, don't get me started. There's eminent domain.
Get started, bro.
Get started. That's what
we are in different places. Just so you know, if you're new to the show, we live in different places.
I'm in Cali.
Touche.
Nah, it's just Texas and California only. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
LA and SA, baby. We might change the show to LA to SA.
If there ever is a surplus of homes, trust you me. You know what I'm saying? You said homes before you said land. Now, if it's a bunch of land that's being out, because I done been watching Landman and all these shows, and I know exactly what the hell's gonna happen. They gonna buy all this damn land. They're gonna put data centers up there, and they're gonna ruin the water in the community, and they're gonna have all this AI turbulence and everything. Ain't gonna be that's the reason why they probably
where they gonna build, fam? Where they gonna build?
You know what I'm saying?
We'll have
where they gonna build
at,
fam?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we gonna have faster servers, and our water is gonna be.
We got servers, but we ain't got no houses.
AI tool pumping everywhere. So like, oh, did you get your house? Nah, but I got that new Chat GPT 78.
I got that Fable.
You know
I got that Fable.
I can build 5. You a house, but I can't buy one because
that's a Band-Aid.
But I can't put it nowhere.
No, this is what you do. You get you some of those virtual glasses, you know what I mean? And you just get you a house in what do you call it? In the metaverse. Okay. That's what it is. Yeah, you get you a affordable house in the metaverse. In the
real verse. You know what I'm saying? You can't go to a meta bathroom. You got to go to a real bathroom.
Oh, goodness.
You're going to have to wash your real butt. You know what I'm saying? Not a meta butt.
Well, you got to keep in mind, too, that there are a lot of people out there that are scandalous people, whether you want to believe it or not, and they're going to take every single shortcut and back road in order to build some of these low-income houses. So
so I was thinking the same thing.
At your own risk, you
can build it quickly doesn't mean it's going to be of quality. You know what I mean?
And then that's kind of like how I was thinking that. Some other things too. It's going to depend on your state. Like they're not building these houses for, they're doing more work in Los Angeles in converting office spaces into housing units and building big, giant condos for the new housing projects that they're building. And so there's nothing really in the middle for low income anymore. You know, if you do even want to buy a house, you can't even really look in certain areas in Los Angeles and find houses anymore, right? You got to go on the outskirts of Los Angeles to actually buy a house, let alone let it be affordable, you know. But in Texas, you know, it's different. Everybody moved to Texas. It's different. They'll take care of you there.
But even here, though, the prices are still getting kind of high.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like versus what the average cost in Los Angeles, like $1 million plus. Here it's like 400.
You can do whatever
plus.
you want. That's not going to help Californians buy houses in California.
Yeah.
No, you know what? That's why I'm saying all of this really is probably going to depend on where you live, you know, because I'm pretty sure, I'm positive that the home that I live in and own right now, I imagine is like a $2 million property in California.
Yeah.
And which is absolutely wild.
Wait a minute, hold on. Run that back, Bobby, because I seen your property. Your property is like Magic Mountain. Can't nobody. That's like a $5 million property out here, girl.
Is it?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I did take you on a tour of the property. I was like, wait a second, how do you know?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, with you with that ranch of yours, that's gonna cost you.
1,400 square feet is about $800,000.
Like you could find stuff like that though, but you got to move out to Lancaster and Barstow and these areas out in the desert and Midwest. It's hot and it's dirt out there. It's a lot of dirt and
it's hot.
It's everything that you're driving through when you're going from LA to Vegas, right? All that open land, and you see like a few towns with like a population of 5,000. Those are where those new houses are being built at, and they're beautiful houses. If anybody's traveling from California to Las Vegas now and they're going down to 15, that whole entire stretch when you're going through the hills that used to be empty is all houses now. They're the cookie cutter houses. They're all looking the same and shit, but that's where you're moving to if you're wanting to buy a house in Los Angeles. You're moving to the outskirts now. You're not in downtown LA anywhere, you know,
that's
and
way outskirts.
Yeah, you know, and so like, I live in Mondale. Houses cost $1 million in Mondale.
Yeah,
that's crazy. You know,
growing up, a house in Georgia for $1 million looked like a mansion.
Home. You say what, Corey?
I was looking online and I seen $1 million home in Georgia. It's 1 million, and the Instagram had to do a part 2 series of it. How big the house was.
Colonial house and shit, right? Yep.
Yeah, 6 bedrooms, 5 baths, and then they had a 2-bedroom basement. I was like, for 1.1 million? I'm in the wrong state.
Yeah.
Yes, you are. Sorry.
For those of y'all watching, man, if you go back and check some of our shows we did a while back, we did a segment on like the affordable places to move to. What are the most expensive states to move to, and what were the cheapest states to move to, man? And you guys go back and take a look at those videos, man.
I remember that.
There too.
Yeah. No, I mean, this could help. I mean, aside from Los Angeles, that's a different beast. I mean, a lot of places in California is just a different beast. I was California, New York, Hawaii. What else is just gonna always have a high ass housing
Washington,
market? Washington,
New York, Chicago, Illinois. Chicago, they got a huge economy.
Yeah, but I mean, it could potentially work. I mean, I don't know. Now, you guys kind of were all saying something. Will this do more harm, or will it actually help? Because I'm wondering if this is like the precursor to another 2007, 2008 housing bubble. What y'all think?
So I'm wondering if there's like some sort of, because I always feel like whenever people talk about passing like a House bill and stuff, dude, there's always some loops happening, right? And so if they say, well, we're not gonna, we can't have a corporation purchase this, blah, blah, blah. But if you have an individual who has corporation money and is still able to purchase things, technically they are not a corporation. They are merely an individual.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And so I feel like that doesn't necessarily mean that, oh, they're going to stop corporations from purchasing things. No, it's just going to look a little bit different. And that's the unfortunate, sad fact is you have these individuals who will create a housing shortage. And then that cute little $125,000 home that you should have gotten it for now sits, on the market for $350,000.
And that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Sucks.
It's just gonna sit
That
there.
absolutely,
Yeah.
that absolutely
No,
sucks.
yeah, you got the lawyers. They looking for the loopholes right now. To your point, like that's that gray area. Well, you just said the corporation could not own over 350 homes. You didn't say nothing about that individual or a trust. That's another option. Is maybe there's a trust that the corporations invest in, right? Like, hey, that's what I would do. Just saying, if I had that type of money. But
Here's the
I'm
thing.
not there yet.
There's gonna always be loopholes. The only thing about it is, I would say this: if you can't beat them,
Join
learn
them.
from them. Exactly, learn from
Join
them,
them,
join
baby.
them. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the things. It's like nice guys finish last is in these situations is so true. And sometimes the nice guy just need to finish first. And in order to finish first, you got to get a not so nice guy on your team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Everyone needs a Stark.
Yeah, even Nipsey said it. He was like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was like, if I'm a good businessman, but I keep in mind, I got my interests first before I consider our partnership. I'm not going to take away from what you're doing. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? I got to be a shrewd businessman because I got to consider the fact of my risk in this opportunity.
It's business.
Do you know why nice guys finish last?
Why?
Yeah, because they don't know when to start.
Merely because a lot of them just have morals. You're going to have immoral people that are okay to do shady things, whereas your moral individual is going to be like, hey, hold on a second. That's why nice guys finish last. It comes down to a matter of heart. Where are your morals? And because, I would like to say we have them. Us maybe in this conversation, I do. You're not going to catch me trying to play games and trying to build and trying to grab homes and snatch them up and try to force your first-time home buyer who's out here just pinching every single penny they have just to try to get a roof over their head. I got too much heart for that. I'm not trying to do that.
Yeah.
If anything, if I did, it would merely be to do like a quick flip and get something to where it can be fixed up to make it safe for children to be in the home, because that's always going to be like my number one priority. But again, I am a mom, and I'm speaking from a different lens, if you will.
No, that's dope. I like that. I like that, but I get what Corey is saying as far as like being a shrewd businessman, because when you are a businessman, if you're doing it for a company or your own business, your fiduciary responsibility is to always do what's best for that business. Legally, that's your responsibility. So I get it. That's that catch-22, right? It's a paradox. It's like, do I feel it in my heart that this is the right thing? But legally, I'm responsible for doing what's in the best interest of the business. And if the best interest of the business says, hey, there's a loophole here because they said I couldn't do it, I'm gonna run it like this, and that could probably rob, some lower class families out of an opportunity of being able to get access to an affordable home. So I get it. I see both sides.
Let me tell you, I'm gonna give you guys the smart way to do it. If you got bad credit and a lot of money, and you know somebody got good credit with no money, y'all go into it together. Just say, look, this is my friend from another man. This is my brother from another customer. Whatever it makes sense. Buy the property. There's deeds. You know what I'm saying? You guys' names on the deeds, and then buy the other person out after you get some equity. The thing about it is, it doesn't have to be as complicated, but I'm just thinking, like, if you, instead of going in business with somebody to buy a home, go into it for the longevity of it, right? Because you guys said, when you said trust, I'm starting to think now like legacy, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If her, and I'm thinking about kids, right? So if my daughter marries Gmo's son, right? Younger grandson, whatever the case, right? And then they decide, our family's like, look, they want to buy a house. Let's just go ahead. We put 50% down. You put 50% down. They buy a house, right? As they get older and say, you know what?
Let's going on a cruise.
No, but we can take the equity out. We take the equity out, right? Now they still have that house. The deed is in their name now. We move it to them. And then we go ahead and take our money back. And we do the same thing for another set of grandchildren. And then another set of grandchildren. And that's no different than what an organization or a business would have done. Instead, it just would have been under business entities. And there's some tax breaks you get with businesses, But ultimately, the end goal and the end game, which I believe everybody should be focusing on, is getting
arranged marriage.
You know,
arranged marriage,
That's
right?
what I was taking
I was
away.
like, where's this going?
No, where it's going is how you
here?
can buy multiple properties and not be an organ, not be a.
I get what he's
business,
saying. I believe
run it.
the term
Yeah.
that you're talking about is called pooling, where like communities,
Okay, yeah.
families pool their money together and then they buy stuff together, like conglomerates, right? That do that.
Mhm.
Now, I mean, that's dope. Like, yeah, I like that idea, man. So
Look,
yeah,
Steven Profile said we Indian, it's tax free. He thinks, but Gmo, you can talk to you because you're Indian.
now, but I don't have my card, so it's
okay.
different. I don't. So like maybe his tribe.
Okay.
It has to. Hey, ask him what tribe. Well, I can ask him. You can hear me, right? What tribe are you from, man? Represent.
You on the same stream.
You're on the same stream. What tribe are you from? That's a good question.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
No, good point. How does that impact? Well, I guess if you're buying something off of a reservation, then yeah, the reservations, I would imagine they got their own policies and stuff like that. How that works? Damn, that's a good question. If anyone sees this in the comments, if you are on a reservation, what type of policies do they have for you to be able to have affordable housing? I'm curious.
Yeah.
Let me know.
You know, I think one of the big changes I would like to see in a housing bill getting passed is that whenever you either one you get to a certain age, you've already purchased your home, your property is quote unquote paid off. Why should you continue to have to pay taxes on a property that no longer has a mortgage on it? You know what I mean? So then I'm sitting here like, can you ever truly own your home?
Touche.
Can you?
Well, you gotta pay the hospital, and police officers, and fire departments, and all those people.
I was gonna say the same thing. All your public services, they come from those taxes. Yeah. Yep.
Oh, yeah,
roads, street lights, utilities.
Fully understand it, and so there's a
lot
of stuff.
Bobby know this stuff.
I was like, I'm fully aware of what it goes to, because a lot of people are like, "Oh, my kids go to public school." Man, shut up! You pay for that damn public school through your taxes. In case you don't know it, yeah, that crappy public school you put your kids in. Yeah, I'm telling you right now, your taxes pay for that. School ain't free.
So basically, what you're saying,
put a hashtag on that.
Schools are tacky though.
So basically, what you're saying, Donald, is every time I've been harassed by the cops, my tax dollars was paying for me to get harassed by the cops. You mother.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
You're paying for it.
So you gotta pay them to give you a ticket, then you gotta go and pay the ticket. Plus, you gotta pay court costs for the people at the court who are processing your ticket, and then if
and then if you drove there, you probably had to pay for parking.
Yeah, parking, then the city tax.
Depending on how long it takes, you're gonna get hungry, so you bought something from the vending machine or the cafeteria.
Yeah. Think about it. You gotta
start our own city, dog. Hold on, wait a minute. We need to start our own city when we could take advantages of the Road Act.
That's why Californians are getting so. That's why a lot of Los Angelenos and Californians are so upset with the mishandling of the fire department, considering all of the fires that we've had over the last few years and the shortage of firefighters and fire equipment that's still disabled, fire trucks and whatnot. And so,
because their dollars were going to it, their tax dollars were going to it, right?
Yeah, right.
So if you're paying for a service, you expect it to work, especially
you expect it to work.
So where's that money really going, right? Because apparently, if we're paying for our firefighters, but our firefighters ain't enough of them, or they don't have enough trucks and stuff. Like,
nah, good point, man. Good point. Well, I definitely see this. There's gonna be some loophole mother suckers, boy. They're gonna be. But you know what? I'm pretty sure there will be some good that comes out of this, though, man. Because there are some families, young families that are trying to get that first home, live that American dream, right? But man, what is it? The medium home price, I think, was like $400,000 across the nation. How realistic is that?
Well, if you look at the math, man, if you got two people living in a home and you guys both making $80,000 a year, that's $160,000 a year.
Keywords if.
That's so much money, man. 80 grand is so much money.
How much of a home, Corey, can a 2-income household at $160,000 a year? How much can they afford?
Probably about $2,800 a month, and that could be a condo with $50,000 down on a $400,000 property. if you do the math. I mean,
I'm sorry, you said a condo?
He said a condo. I was waiting.
Look. I'm starting. We talking about starting.
Listen, I'm trying to fix my face. I don't even think so.
But that's in
my
LA. But
girlfriend,
keep in mind, let me go ahead and go ahead.
$3,000. So my girlfriend, her parents got a house in Manhattan Beach, very high end house. Their house is worth like $3 million some dollars, right? And so monthly they have to come up with about $3,000 a month to cover that monthly mortgage, even though they already paid for the house. But still, every month they got to come up with $3,000.
They've already paid for the house. They're paying taxes.
Wait a minute, they paid the house off
Yeah.
already?
So if I were to move in there and take over, I'd have to pay $3,000 a month for that place. It's a nice place, man, but $3,000, right? Like, it doesn't sound like it's a lot of money, but it's a lot of money.
Damn, that's crazy. But that's the taxes. Those are your property taxes. If the house is paid off, they pay. God, dog, $3,000 a month in property taxes.
That's 36K a year.
Just in property taxes.
Just in property taxes.
But the quality of the home is if Manhattan Beach.
They right down the street from the beach. They like
2 stories. It's like 3 or 4 bedrooms. It's a nice house, yeah.
So here's how they can benefit.
You gotta pay to play, baby.
They can do a home equity line of credit, take $50,000 out, put that in a trust or a high yield savings account. Every year they're gonna make that $36,000 back, or $1 million out, and then they go ahead and put that in a high yield savings account.
I would need a financial advisor to help me understand
if that interest rate on the high yield is higher than the interest rate on that loan,
on that HELOC.
On it, yeah.
True.
You gotta
if the high yield interest rate is sitting at let's say 4.25, but your HELOC interest rate is like at a 6.5%, 7.
Yeah, I don't even know what that means.
It's you're losing money. But
you're not losing $3,000 a year though.
But I tell you what, when I got my HELOC, it was sitting like at 2.25, right? So 2.25 is pretty good. So I think I only took out like $80,000 from my HELOC, but it didn't really matter because the property that I sold.
Do you know what a HELOC is, Donald?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Y'all need to let him know what a HELOC is.
So HELOC, let me break it out. It's a home equity line of credit, right? That's what the HELOC, HELOC. And then what you do is, based off of the equity in your home, you can borrow against your home separate from refinancing your home. So if you have $1 million of equity in your home, you could take up to, depending on the bank you go to, I think 50% of that equity, and you can reinvest it into anything. Or you can do it for house repairs, or you can be able to give it to somebody for charity, whatever you want to do with it, start a business, whatever. And then that's a separate payment outside of your mortgage payment. So if your mortgage is already paid off, you take that equity line of credit, you can go ahead and reinvest into something that can allow you to be able to pay that monthly mortgage. That monthly tax.
Yeah, no, that No, that makes a lot of sense. If you got something you can invest in that'll generate money.
Like throwing in some AI stock.
Possible. I mean, what I wouldn't do is use a HELOC to put in something that is very what is
iffy.
It's iffy, man. It's too many variables there, man.
I could tell you, I'm a pretty transparent person. I could tell you exactly down to the penny what I spent $80,000 on. To the freaking penny.
Tell us.
The moment that money came out, because I bought my house at like 148K and I sold it at close to like 300, right? And so there's 150K to play with right there. So that 80 I took out of the HELOC, right? And then immediately I paid off like my Suburban, my Corvette. I immediately eliminated debt. I don't even play with finances. There was no vacations and no Michael Kors purse. I'm not a materialistic person, so I could care less about stuff like that. But immediately I was like, I put a brand new AC unit inside of my home that I was about to sell, made some big repairs to like the outside fencing and stuff to bring some beautifying happening to it as people were, walking through prepaid. You know what I mean? And then the very last piece of it, I think I saved like the last 14,000 or so. And then I ended up putting that down as a down payment on my current home. While I didn't have to, I chose to do that so that when you purchase a property, there's already equity built into it and stuff. So every single penny got used correctly. But in the sale of my home, about the HELOC, the only reason why I got the HELOC was because I was already in the process of selling my home. Now, because I had so much equity, by the time I paid off my mortgage, I guess, right when the property got sold, that HELOC got paid off. So it's not like I owed $80,000. It was fronted to me from money I was already going to get from the sale of my home, because I already had the equity, right? And so by the time my home got paid off, because of the sale of that, it ended up paying off all of my solar panels. And so we moved the solar panels to my property. You can't see them because they're up on a giant up on top of our workshop. You can't see them when you're driving by and stuff. So anyways, paid off the solar panels, paid off the HELOC, and then I guess I think I only ended up pocketing like, I don't know, like 20,000 or something, which wasn't a lot. And personally, I didn't care because I didn't have that mortgage still tacked onto my credit or the HELOC. And the HELOC payment ended up only being like $200 a month or something very minute. But what I ended up doing with the HELOC, you got to be smart about that money too, is what I ended up doing was moving my my debt to income ratio. When you increase your debt to income ratio, what I was doing was letting the bank know, because I had so much debt paid off and because I made this amount of money, this immediately afforded me a home in the price range of 400 to 500,000, where if I had all that additional debt, I probably could have only afforded like a $300,000 home, which was not in the ballpark for the type of property that I wanted, you know. So you just got to be smart about what it is that you're doing and stuff. And just, you know, I knew my HELOC was going to get paid off. And while everybody's situation isn't the same, I would still encourage you to do your due diligence about making sure your payments are being done on time. And if you can, make updates to your home and get debt paid off, because once that's eliminated out of your name, and say you do want to afford a home that maybe is a little bit more pricier, a little bit more out of your range, you can afford it if you limit the debt that you already have. So
have a plan. That's not the main takeaway from that is have a plan. Don't just be getting it. Yeah. Have a plan. Don't do nothing stupid like use it and then put a pool in your house, because it doesn't really add that much value. I learned that the hard way.
Dr. Pool will come clean it.
I mean, Dr. Pool, if you're in Cali, but then you got to start off being able to buy a $2 million house first.
Nah, I'm gonna be like this guy. I'm gonna be like this guy, Steve, man. I'm gonna just be in my car, man. My car will be my house, right? Like, I feel you, Steve, man. I'm gonna just live in my truck and just me and my cat.
The YMC got a pool. The YMC got a pool. Speaking of water, there was something you had to talk about, man. You had mentioned something earlier about some fires that was going on, man. What's going on over there? What's on your mind, Donald?
Oh man, yeah, we lost a lot of food products over there in the Boyle Heights fire that happened last month. If you guys have heard anything about food shortages or food prices rising over the last month or so at some of your local stores, such as Walmart or Cisco products, 7-Eleven products, there was a huge fire. 85 million pounds of food has been burned. The corporation is called Lineage Logistics, and they have a mega warehouse in Boyle Heights, which is just east of Los Angeles. It's near the LA River, kind of near Chinatown. The interesting thing about this particular fire was it lasted 8 days. This particular warehouse is the largest cold storage facility in the world. They actually had the fire start on June 17th, burned for 8 days, and was put out on June 24th. Here it is, July 19th or 20th or whatever, a month later, they're still doing cleanup on the property. There's still millions of pounds of rotting food between dairy and meat products, cat food, and frozen foods, frozen vegetables and whatnot that are still sitting there rotting. Karen Bass, our mayor, gave a cleanup date of August 13th. So they're hoping that they could get everything cleared out of there by August 13th, but that's 50 days since the fire actually ended for them to completely clean out all of this food. There have been videos that I've seen where residents and workers in the neighborhoods are overwhelmed by the smell of rotting dairy products, food products, but also they're being overwhelmed with rats, flies, and if you think of the overall conditions of just a giant super warehouse, rotting food, rats and flies eating this rotting food, and then going into the neighborhoods and flies resting on people's normal food, and feel like it's very easy for something very serious to happen, resulting health wise from this devastating fire.
Yeah.
But the interesting thing about it is I got a list of some products here. These are the because Lineage Logistics, like, they not only house food and dairy products, but because they're a cold storage facility, they also store pharmaceutical products, as well as I did the Wikipedia search. They also store hazmat classified goods. So I could not get in and do a dive on what the hazmat products were that they were storing there, or the pharmaceutical products that they had stored in this warehouse. But as far as the overall corporations, Tyson Frozen Foods, General Mills, Moto Foods, Calify Farms, Vital Choice Seafood, Patagonia Provisions, all are stored in this warehouse, as well as Cisco Corp products. So if you look at your average freezer and you have things like Totino's pizza rolls in there, or you have any of those Tyson frozen chicken patties or chicken wings, or if you got Anjimoto, like teriyaki ramens, those frozen ramens and gyozas and whatnot, burned and rotting. Pillsbury dough products, all of those pastries that Pillsbury makes, the creams for your cakes are rotting.
Wait a minute, did I hear you say wings?
Yes, man.
Not the wings, dog. So hold
on.
We about to have some wing inflation.
Yeah. Also, if you drink flavored coffees, or if you guys subscribe to Calify Farms, they make all types of almond milks and oat milks. So the stuff that's used in your dairy sweetening products. Just
you know, I have been noticing some stuff, like prices on different food products going up, man. I've seen that. I've seen that. Yeah, damn it.
So just, two more points I want to make on this, because the two places that hit my heart the most that are stored there are both Walmart and Cisco. And if you could go to my page, Millennial Nation Worldwide, I have a video of all the products, right? And most of these products that are burned are products that are sold in Walmarts, right? So Cisco also, the food distributions that they stored there were primarily for schools and hospitals. So if you look at just Walmart, all of their frozen food, their ice creams, their breakfast frozen condiments, right? All of the Tyson frozen foods, the air fryer foods, the frozen steamed vegetables that come in those packs that you just pop in the microwave, right? And they're ready in like 2 or 3 minutes. All rotting for the last 26 days in Boyle Heights, which is just a few miles from the LA River, by the way. So they sprayed all that shit down. I'm sure some of it got into the LA River somehow, possibly. But ultimately, with Cisco being impacted, hospitals and schools, right? Like, schools are on vacation right now, thank God. So if you got public school there, you're not feeling it. But hospitals that get the daily food prep meals, the frozen daily food prep meals that they're serving the people in the hospital every day, is stored in this warehouse as well. So if you guys want more information, you can Google it, man. It's not blasted
so with
across
that
the
last point
nation
that you made,
the way it should be.
Translate that. Like, okay, because school is coming up, man. I think we all got kids going back to school. Hold up. That's a hot one right there. Like, everything else was a concern too, but now you're talking about stuff that impacts the kids, man. Like, touch on that real quick, man. What can we expect with that last point you made?
Yes. So Cisco products, I was a public schooler, and I was a part of the government programs where I would get like the lunches and stuff from the school, public food lunches. And a lot of the stuff comes frozen in prepackaged meals, and even the stuff in the higher end schools that they do cook normally come in giant packs, frozen packs and boxes, right? So it's the same stuff that goes to the hospitals and stuff. So it's in jail cells probably, right? So if you got kids that are in public school and they're getting public food programs, there might be some changes, or you might see some raising in your school, in your taxes for school programs, and it'll probably be to compensate for this, because 85 and it's fluctuated. Like, ATLA is given multiple numbers on this, but it's millions of pounds, no matter how you look at it, up to 85 million fucking pounds of food that not only got burned, but it's still there. It's still there rotting right now. and it won't be cleaned
That's
up until
crazy.
August 13th.
So, because there's a couple of things that came from that. So, one, for those that may be paying for school lunches, you may have to expect to pay more. That one, it sounds like that's a thing. And then you made another point earlier. We were talking about the housing and what the taxes for housing pay for. The taxes pay for the public school lunches, right? That people have to get, like, on that program for. So we may be seeing some taxes going up to compensate for that, like you said. Like, I'm pulling out the important stuff because when you hear stuff like this, like, why do I care? Well, that's why you need to account for that, because I mean, in a time where gas prices are also high too, you know what I mean? Like, you might be having to make some shifts, man. And then also too, we got the holidays coming up too. Like, this is all thoughts that the viewers have. Like, now I gotta worry about more expensive food prices.
A lot of these foods,
a
lot of the food is the stuff that you get on EBT cards, right? So
Jeez.
the people who are struggling and they're getting EBT cards, you have to go to Walmart's and lower end stores to do your grocery shopping, especially in like the Midwest cities where all they have is a Walmart to do all of their shopping at, right? Like, this has got to reverberate outside of California when you look at Walmart as a whole, right? Because that's a nationwide.
It depends on what percentage of food they provide to Walmart, though. I wonder if maybe that's the region. I don't know. Maybe the Western region may
So
split an impact more often.
Lineage Logistics is a very large company. They have like 450 cold storage facilities across the United States in like 18 different countries. So the fires may have impacted the Los Angeles region. I'm not sure how we would be impacted like from here.
Someone, probably that Western region, maybe, huh? Yeah. I don't know. Have they put that information out there to know, hey, you know what, if you're in this region, you relied on this storage facility?
No, they're not putting any information out there, really. Like, I had to go and actually dig to just get this research itself. I had to go.
So yeah, once you mentioned the company, I did the same thing. I went to go and look, and I'm like, there's very little coming up.
What if you're on the western region? I don't know. I don't know how their operations split up the regions. I don't know if this facility covers a couple of different states. We know for sure it's covering Cali, and Cali is already expensive as hell. So them prices
they have the largest one
all the way up.
The largest one in the world is the one that caught fire and burned. So,
and I'm wondering what impact, like, how far is that impact for that one facility? You know what I mean? Like,
if you think of the smell and the health thing, that's what is the most concerning matter about it, is when that smell drifts and travels all throughout the county of Los Angeles of rotting.
You over here like, nah, that wasn't me, dog. That wasn't me.
You know, like, granted, I'm 25, 30 miles on the other side, right? I'm closer to the ocean, but I mean, like, if you're in downtown LA, you have to smell this on windy days, right?
Oof.
Yeah. So you're paying millions of dollars to live in a place where you have to smell rotting food and see homeless people every day. It's crazy.
So I'm wondering, were there any World Cup games out there in Cali? Was Cali one of the places? Were they smelling that stuff at the World Cup? Do you think? Probably. Were they smelling that stuff? Because they had what stadiums did they play in LA?
They played in SoFi. They were playing in SoFi, and that's right down the street.
From where
it's right on the other side. Yeah. So if you look at downtown LA and then the LA River,
so they were smelling it at the World Cup. Ew.
Yeah, right on the other side of the LA River is Boyle Heights. So if you're driving down Cesar Chavez coming from East LA going into downtown LA, you're driving through Boyle Heights. It's the city right before you cross over the LA River going into downtown LA. So it's very centralized, right? Like if you're in Chinatown is up there.
I'm wondering if there's any visitors that came to the game that complained about that smell. Did y'all hear anything about that? Y'all folks that are out there in LA? I wonder if any of those people that came to watch the tournament. I'm curious.
I don't think they probably did, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know about it until Donald said about it, and then I saw after you said something, I saw a post from Will.i.am. It's funny how the algorithm works. Once you said something, Donald, I saw something that Will.i.am said, and he was saying, because Will.i.am is from Boyle Heights. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit, that's right.
And he was talking about, he was like, it made me think like that was something done intentionally because the community's over there. You know what I'm saying? is affected by it, and that's the black and brown communities. More brown than
mostly
black.
brown.
More brown than black. You know what I'm saying?
It is a
And
lot of
it's like,
warehouses, but there's so much residential over there too.
Yeah. Dude, that strikes up a whole different conversation. But I don't need this show going longer than we're supposed to be going. But speaking of the World Cup, hey, let's end this episode on a lighter note, man. Hey.
So
Way to go, Spain.
Talk to me, Corey.
I just want to say this. I was wondering why everybody hated Argentina, right? And then I found out why. Because I Show Speed happenly went to perform his song, which I didn't know I Show Speed was a rapper. But I guess streamers can be anything.
I didn't know that either. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Super into soccer too, man.
Yeah. And so they were calling him, derogatory.
I saw some of that.
Yeah, animals.
Argentinians were doing that. They were beating people up afterwards after they lost.
But they lost. You know what I'm saying? They lost. Shout out to Spain for doing the damn thing. One of the Spain players went and gave his mom his gold medal right after he got it.
Oh, that's what's up.
And I was like, you know what? Damn it. You deserve to be son of the year. You gave your mom your medal. You know what I'm saying? And here's the thing. It's like we see them in their jerseys when they come over here, right? To play the games and stuff like that. But they're representing some very, very harsh realities over back in their country, right?
Good
what I'm
saying?
Good
point.
Because when we see them in their uniform, they're like, oh, okay, well, they're dressed in the best uniforms that they have of soccer and play and everything. But when they go back home, it is a different story. You know what I'm saying? We come back to our homes. You know what I'm saying? We by the beach in California. If you're Texas, you got the ranch. If you're in New York, you got the big buildings. You know what I'm saying? But if you're in Sudanese or you over in Ghana, there's things that's not abnormal. You'd be like, especially if you lost the World Cup and you going back to a different country, like, damn, I let my country down because this money that I could have won could have helped my whole entire nation. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then on the other hand, if you go back, you know what I'm saying, and you got the chip and like, we about to get this money so we can be able to help raise our villages and be able to take care of our peoples and stuff like that. And it's like, now at first I was looking at it, it's like, it's a game, you represent your country, that's great. No, you're able to put light on dark situations in those countries where
I never looked at it like that.
You know what I'm saying? That attention and them dollars can get spent there because somebody can be like, oh, I didn't know you guys were in impoverished, war-torn countries over here. Let's put some cameras over here and then let's see if there's something that a bleeding heart with a big pocket could help. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Nah, that's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. But shout out to Spain. Go ahead, Don.
Yeah, man. Spain got 17 appearances in the World Cup. This is their second World Cup championship. The last one they won was in 2010. They also have 4 European championships. Don't feel bad for Argentina because Argentina has been to the World Cup 19 times. They have 3-time World Cup champs already in 78, 86, and 2022. They're also a 16-time Copa America champions, as well as 5 other championships in other leagues. So yes, Argentina finally lost one. Oh, I am so sorry, Lionel Messi. Congratulations, Spain. I saw a video of Spain. They had all their people out in wherever their central downtown area is.
Hell
it had to be at least 1 million people jumping, and it looked like the entire earth was just. It looked
shaking,
like they were a part of the earth, and it was just fucking an earthquake.
Congrats to them.
What is that in Madrid? Right?
It might have been. Go search the Instagram. Instagram celebrations, Spain, and they're celebrating hard. It's gonna be earthquake.
I would be too if I was them. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, let's just and not going into politics because we have to wrap up the show. But everything that's going on is affecting everybody in the world. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's getting affected by it. And for a country one region to have some real great news, congratulations. And y'all fought and won, and y'all won.
Oh yeah, they
Donald Trump out of the picture at the end too, man. Did y'all see him trying to push Donald Trump to the end of the stage at the end when they were trying to take the picture?
I saw that.
No, I'm watching
Donald
the
Trump trying to
celebration in
photobomb
Spain.
Spain.
Well, why don't you put it up, man? Don't be just watching
Put it
it
up,
for
put it
your.
up. Okay. Let me.
Your viewers can see it too.
Oh, man.
My fault. Let
You
me
say
share
like
that.
you
My
forgot.
He also
that you on
said
podcast.
this was Messi's last like World Cup and stuff. Apparently, he's retiring. So if you follow Lionel Messi,
They getting it.
That looked like New York after the Knicks won the world, the finals.
Man, this looked like it's way more packed than New York was. New York was packed. Woo, look at that. Man.
a lot of people.
Oh, they getting it. Got them air horns. Hey.
Yeah.
They getting it. Hey,
Nothing's on fire either. Look at that. Nobody's flipping anything over.
You don't see no cops.
No vandalism.
Damn it, boy.
They're under a different judiciary.
Yeah.
If they was in New York, man, there'd be some trouble.
You start some trouble about that, they will put you in a cage.
Yep.
Yeah,
You
man.
ain't
Nah,
going to
that's
jail.
what's
You're
up.
going in the cage. Okay.
The Spain, it's the second
point.
time
They gotta
Spain's
do a
conquered
tolerance.
Argentina.
Say what now? You said
It's the second time Spain has conquered Argentina.
You mother.
I'm sorry.
I was trying to refrain from making those type of jokes because I was. Oh man, damn it, boy, that was a good one. I guess no matter who they won, 9 times out of 10, it wasn't their first time conquering that nation, huh?
Oh man.
Good job, Spain.
Good job, Spain. That's funny, man. So when is the next World Cup? When's the next one? When is it and where is it?
I think it's every year, every 2 years. 3
No,
years.
it's every 4. It's every 4.
It's every
Like the
4.
Olympics.
Nice.
So
I wonder if they'll ever come back to America. I heard they got good receptions here, man. I didn't hear anybody getting beat up by Americans.
That's what I was hearing. Like I saw a lot of videos of a lot of people that not from the US were saying like how a lot of their expectations were like blown away. They actually had great experiences. It was a lot better than what they thought. Yeah, no, good job, America. Shit. I mean, we did something right for once, huh? We came together for the World Cup. At least we could do that.
And we're not even a soccer country either. So we did it. We did it.
Oh man, that's what's up. Shout out to Spain, man. So if Spain was your team, yeah, hey man, get it in. Celebrate the Knicks. Are they still celebrating them Knicks? You know what I mean? The Knicks fans.
Of course, man. New York is new music and came out since you know what I'm saying. Jadakiss and Fat Joe got a single coming out, and they all in New York gear. So shout out to New York, man. Y'all doing y'all thug.
My favorite part of the World Cup. Every time there's a World Cup, Shakira's gonna have a bomb ass song, man. And one she made for this one with Burna Boy, that goes hard. That goes hard. Yeah, it's dope. It's I will play it, but I mean we would get a copyright flag, so I won't play it.
Strike.
But there was another big news was the halftime show, because of course she did her song, and then I guess Justin Bieber did. There was like I gotta go watch the whole thing, but that was in the news, man. A lot of people was talking about that halftime show. So, and I believe it's the first time they've done a halftime show at a World Cup.
Wow.
Fact check me if y'all new to. I think it was the first time they've done that.
Hey,
we had,
you know what I'm saying?
We had
they
to
gotta
recognize
rest because let's real talk. You know what I'm saying? They were running. Like soccer is a long sport. It's a lot of running. So
it went extra time too, man. I don't know why they don't call it overtime. Extra time. I mean, I guess I get it. Extra time. Maybe I've just been Americanized. I'm used to overtime. They went overtime.
Extra
Do
time.
they still call it football when it's in another country? It's still called football, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It actually makes sense because they actually use their foot.
Yeah. We should call it throw ball because the quarterback get paid most.
That makes sense. Hey, look at that. You heard it here first. Now that's what's up, man. So shout out to them, man. Yeah, I think that's the show tonight, man.
Damn show, man.
Hey,
it's like when you're on the phone with somebody, you be like, "Hey, man, take care of
Hey, take it easy. You
like,
easy. No, you take it easy. Hey, be safe. No, you be safe, man. Like,
yeah.
That's what's up. Hey, but speaking of being safe, hey, be safe. Have a good rest of your week going into the weekend, and we'll see y'all next week. Holla.
Peace.
Bye.